Okay, so if you want to try and get PR for your business, then you need to think about what you have to offer other business owners. One of the things that you can do is you could write some advice and tips around a particular niche in your area. I would suggest that you only choose one topic and then expand on it, and then write a separate media release about a separate topic. Don't try and cram everything into one media release. But for the business media, the most important thing is that the journalist wants to talk to the business owner. So, I mean, and I say this often when I do my talks, but the reality is, why would you pay an agency quite a large fee to basically just introduce you to a journalist who's going to want to speak to you anyway? So you need to do that. Another way of doing PR, if you're trying to do business PR, is to do an opinion piece, which might be that you are reacting to something that you've read in the business media. It may be something that you disagree with, or you feel that they've left a bit out, or that you know a whole lot more in that particular topic that you want to add to the story. But an opinion piece is a great way to get profile raising PR. And the only difference with an opinion piece is it's all done in the first person. So I think this and I think that. What I would suggest is that your opening sentence kind of positions you. So for the last 20 years, I've been dealing with small business owners, in their accounting. And here are some of the things that I often find that they do. The other thing with the business media, when you're pitching to the business media, is to remember to send them a photo. So many people in the business space do not send photos with their articles. And I don't mean stock photography. Stock photography is hopeless. Anyone can use that, and we can all pick it anyway. You really need to send a really compelling, fantastic shot, because if you think about it, so many people are sending the business media articles and releases that have no image attached to them. And yet every single time you open a magazine or a newspaper and you open up the business pages, there's a photo on it, and they've got to find that photo. So if you give them your photo, chances are you're going to get that story up. And in fact, with Handle Your Own PR, we have a great story to illustrate this. When we first started the business, we sent out a media release with a photo of myself and my business partner at the time, and it got picked up by the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age, and we were absolutely ecstatic. And then 2 weeks later, it happened again, and I went back to the journalist and I said, how come we got a double dip? And she said, because the chief of staff was literally walking up and down the aisles in amongst the journalists saying, who's got a story with a photo? I need a story with a photo. And he spotted the photo of myself and my business partner and said, right, we're running that story with that picture of two women. So really make sure that you do that photography, because that might give you the competitive edge over some of the other articles that are being pitched. That's just, some very top level stuff that I can tell you about writing a media release, but there's nothing like going off and just doing it, so give it a go.